Himself a set of wheels. I don't know which set of wheels that is, but looking resplendent there. And Colvin's down there as well, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
So everybody's made it out there.
Oh,
right.
David's engine stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's got it going, so we're all good.
Okay, the lights are on red. They go out and we disappear off. Oh, I think Haig's made a very good start.
Yeah. Not the jump start, sorry.
No. Careful what you say there, Rick. He's got the jump at the start, I think is what you're trying to say there, Rick.
Well, that is the first time he's led into turn one, so that is...
Yeah, he didn't get his nose chopped.
No, he did not. No, that was a good start.
Right. I was giving him a little bit of a G up last night when I saw him.
Yeah. All right, start line crew wander back from whence they came as the bikes disappear down through craters. And, of course, we can actually see them today, albeit briefly. They're little blurs on the screen for us. But, no, everybody safely through craters, and it looks like certainly the entry to the old hairpin has not caught any victims out as the bikes make their way up to McLean's for the first time. And they head on up towards Coppers. Can't quite see who's doing the business down there at all, but we've got a good little breakaway group. Looks like we're going for a good scrap, and they're going to be playing this slipstream game all the way down the long back straight as they try to outbreak each other. And at least we've got a little bit of a screen there so we can see what's going on. Can you pick anybody there? It's going to be easy when they come out of the corner, I think.
If Mark's managed to stay in front of them, I'm not sure.
Right, well, we'll find out in just a sec. No, that's...
Kev has maintained his... he's trying to maintain his passing the start-finish line first every time so far this weekend. Mark Haig desperately trying to go around the outside on the brakes at the Melbourne Loop.
It's not just every time this weekend, mate. It's every single race. He's been there and he has not lost a race yet. It's remarkable achievement. That's 10 in a row. Okay, around we come then. Over the line for the first time. And this time David Ball looks like he's going with them. David picked up a couple of fourth places yesterday, so he's trying to stay inside the top three there, pick up some more medals and stop. Actually, Mr. Woolley escaping with this championship very early on in the season. I think he's already got something like an 80-odd point lead. It's absolutely amazing start to the season for Kev Woolley, winning every single race. David Ball is the closest man to him, and David, of course, was runner-up last year, wasn't he? So
yeah.
Do you think Kev Woolley's going on holiday at some point in the year, and he's trying to get a lead?
Well, he is. He's missing the next round because he's off to Bali for 3 weeks.
Okay, excellent.
But I think the class need him gone for sort of 6 months, not 3 weeks. But no, there's an interesting stat I think that Kev has kind of put together for himself, and if he does the next 2 races and finishes on the podium, the last 100 races he's done, he has been on the podium.
That's wow. And I tell you, the other thing that speaks testimony to is the reliability of his machine as well.
Yeah.
Because despite all the best laid plans and things like that, things can go wrong. But Twist Grip Motorcycles team clearly screwed together a very nice motorcycle. Oh, you got a challenge for fourth there.
But Dave Ball has gone up to second place somewhere around.
Hayden Smith, a major lunge into the Melbourne Loop. Wow.
That was an ambitious move, I think. I'm not surprised it didn't come off, but...
That was almost a whippy move, that was, on a whippy bike.
Yeah. Wow, that was from a long way back. Young Hayden Smith, newcomer to this class, of course, but no newcomer to racing, former Sub-64 champion. And he has given David Ball something to... Mark Haig, something to definitely think about. Is he going to go again at Redgate? And Haig opens the door to take their wide line. Nobody does hold on to it. Round 2, Hollywood there. So there you go. That shows that advantage of that wide line. It definitely looked like Smith was going to move up a place.
Yeah, I think he thought he'd got that one.
Yeah, I think he thought he had. You'd be thinking, yep, I've got this one safely. Then round the outside, cutting him closer than the average rabbi would. Bang, off he goes. Nose is gone, mate.
Yeah, we're just going back to Kev Woolley's reliability and talking about the Twist Grip Motorcycles, which is obviously now the sponsor of this class. Mm-hmm. Alan Cooper's been in the business for 35 years, and you wander past that tent, and the 4 bikes are laid outside in splendid state of condition. And that tent is a constant hive of activity, from Cheryl cooking and making cups of tea to Alan constantly fettling and cleaning and making sure them bikes are in tip-top condition. So yeah, it's a testament to the whole team really, and they've been a brilliant addition to our class and to the paddock, in my opinion.
No, absolutely they have been with us a few years now. They definitely haven't let the side down as Wooly goes on his winning way. Certainly what looks like the winning way. The battle is, though, very much for the second place here.
Yeah, Hayden Smith has managed somehow. Dave Ball's gone from second to fourth.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that one panned out. He must have had a bit of a wobble somewhere there.
Either that or Dave mucked it.
Yeah. Well, I think Haig is the next one on Hayden Smith's list. So Ball.
I mean, not that Kev needs any help, but this is all helping Kev, right? As these guys are battling behind him,
so.
It's just going to keep allowing him to just edge away.
Obviously, the difference is if he was finished in second, he's only going to lose 5 points to Kev. But where he is now in fourth, that means he's going to lose 12 points to him, and that would be 3 12-point gaps. So that's, in fact, that would mean at the end of this race that Kev has a whole round's worth of lead in hand. It'll be 101 points.
Jeez.
So, yeah, he can easily afford to take a month off.
Yeah, he can go on holiday.
He can literally go on holiday, still be leading the championship, even if David won every single race at the next round at Cadwell Park. So, wow, that is some statistic, given that will only be 4 races, 4 rounds into the championship.
Yeah.
So, Smith pushing on very hard indeed, trying to get past, I should say, Haig. He looks a little bit quicker at McLean's there, but I think Haig had the drive coming out of the corner. Going back and looking at the rest of the field there, we can see Squelchy in fifth, then Paul Neild in sixth. Tom Ridley's up next ahead of Damien Lee, and then Richard Hayward. Adam Sheriff is second of the Clubmans at the moment. Leading Clubman is Paul Neild. Abby Marshall's up to third in the Clubmans. So why can you call it the Clubman class and have Abigail in there? So that doesn't sound very fair. Should it be the club persons class?
No, don't you start on that, Keith, really.
You know what a sort of PC individual I am.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm renowned for it. The Render Racer in 12th place there with Simon Gunhill on it, then Paul Toland, Ian Davis, and then that's Darren Cooper in 15th place. So he's in the overall point scoring position, so he'll be well pleased with that. Kev Marshall just gone past Michael Frost for one of the minor placings, and I do know we've got Kev's family here. Kev, who one stage of his career actually relaid the tarmac on this particular circuit, and I've got to dig out my little Kev list here somewhere. I'll have to do it for the later race, I'm afraid, but I do know that his grandchildren, not quite his great grandchildren yet, but there might be some of those coming along at some point, who knows, but they've all come along because Kev is a relatively local person to here. And here we go. I need to say hello to Ellie, Josh, Evelyn and Gracie and June and John. There we go. So there we go. Now I've managed to find me a little piece of paper. That's from last year, so hopefully that all still applies. Over the line we go then. Races today are over 7 laps. So we are 4 laps into this 7-lap race. Or 4.5 laps if your name's Kevin Woolley almost. And what sort of time has he just turned in there, mate? 44.7. So his lap record is a 43.6. So he's not quite on his own lap record pace, but he's still beating the old lap record. Remarkable numbers he's turning in there.
There's been a slight change in the Clubman class. So Paul Neil's still leading it, but as we were coming down the straight here, I saw that Adam Sheriff looked like he had an issue with the gear change. He was up and down at the bike, so he's dropped a couple of places now, but that's elevated Abby up into second, and the lucky Simon on the 100 bike is now in third.
All good. Picking up a medal at your first appearance. You were saying yesterday that the Renter Racer is already booked for the rest of the year, but if somebody wants to put their name down, get in touch with the YPMs through Facebook, and you never know, there might be a cancellation at the last minute.
Drop out, don't they?
Yeah, sometimes plans change, of course. Basically, all you need is your riding gear, your ACU license. You turn up, you can become a works rider for the weekend. It's a great deal, a great package.
Looking at the inside into Redgate, is it going to make it stick this time?
I reckon he is. This time he will, surely. Yes.
Yeah. Looks like they've dropped David from that little battle there.
Yeah, I wonder if David's got a little bit of a problem, to be fair, because it's not like David's dropped that far off. So there might be, I mean, as you know, there's a million and one things that can take just the edge off your performance there. Good little scrap going on for the minor placings behind them, though. That's Neild with Ridley and Lee right behind him. Those guys are only separated by a quarter of a second or so across the line.
Yeah, I think that was Damien that made a nice move into to turn one there and got past a couple of riders ahead of him. but we'll see if that's reflected on the timing screen. I can't quite see it at the moment.
Okay, next time round it will be the last lap flag being shown to everybody. And no retirements in this race so far, I don't think.
No.
And I don't, looking at here, there's nobody in the YPMs yesterday was penalised for curb hopping, which is quite good.
Well, that's understandable, you know.
Gentlemen races,
yeah, exactly.
absolutely. No, but it was for the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was actually from their first race in the afternoon onwards that the penalty was going to be applied. Absolutely. Gentlewomen indeed, yes, because we've had quite a few female competitors over the year. Obviously, Abby's out there at the moment, and one of our recovery crew is Denise. She's occasionally comes out to play as well, Denise Button.
And Becky as well today.
Yeah,
so
Becky's out there, and yeah, of course. And we've got Tess, who's looking after the rent-a-racer, of course, haven't we?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
good female involvement in the YPMs.
And back in the day,
Well,
Shirley Ellis.
Shirley Ellis, I remember Shirley, yeah, long ago. That was back in the day. It was quite a few years ago that Shirley raced with us, yeah. Right, last lap flag now goes out to everyone. Well, everyone who's come across the line, which is Wooly Smith. Now, I don't think Hayden's going to be able to challenge him 3.5 seconds back.
No, he set his fastest lap on the last lap whilst getting past Mark Hayes. I think it's a bit too late.
I think he's trying to escape from Mark now. David Ball, unfortunately, now dropped to nearly 5 seconds away from the pace. Squelchy's real Billy No-Mates there. On loan to us from Kyrgyzstan, which is where Squelchy's working at the moment in the oil business out there. Tells me it's a lovely place. I saw it on Race Across the World the other day, actually. It does look very nice. Bit of Kyrgyzstan, yeah. But, don't know. Unfortunately, it's the neighbours you've got to be a bit scared of in that part of the world. So, right, Cooper's over the line there. It'll be Paul Toland as well next. So spread out around here. I wonder if back markers are going to play a part in some of the later races, Rick, because obviously with a 7-lap race for most of these classes, some people might be encountering the back marker, and as you well know, people can lose out the back marker shuffle quite badly sometimes, can't they?
Yeah, it's not so bad this circuit because it's reasonably
2.5 miles long.
Circuit,
yeah,
and the circuit has like a lot more width than some places that have a path, etc.
Okay, Kev Woolley then over the line, and unbelievably he's set his fastest lap on the last lap. Okay, so you've got a near 5 second lead, but I'll just go a little bit quicker again. That is absolutely mental. 44.0. So Hayden Smith, good ride from Hayden. It'll be good to see if young Hayden can maybe take the fight to the championship leader at some point. Birthday boy Mike Haig celebrates by picking up a bronze medal ahead of David Ball. Then Squelchy Welch will be very pleased with that 5th because he is one of those guys who doesn't come out to play as often as he would like. Damien Lee and Tom Ridley, Paul Neal, first of the Clubbins, are the next ones across the line. And we'll just wait for that next battle to come up towards us. Is that...
it's Richard Hayward.
Yeah, Richard Hayward, Damien Lee, all side by side. Oh, is there a change there?
No, that was Becky McKenzie, I think.
Yeah. Okay, it's Hayward from Sheriff. And Abby Marshall does finish on the podium in the Clubbins, picks up the bronze medal there, just ahead of Simon Gunhill, the rent-a-racer. So disappointing there for Simon, but nonetheless a very impressive performance from him. That's Ian Davis, who's up next across the line, then Darren Cooper. And it should be Paul Toland rounding out your top 15.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff, right? Everybody kept it sunny side up, which is a huge improvement on yesterday, of course, when I think the only solo red flags we had yesterday were both for the YPMs, unfortunately.
Colin Turner, bless him, has one corner left to actually manage to complete the race today.
Oh, that deserves a round of applause from everybody.
For all the effort everyone's put into
everybody does help Colvin out. Everybody. So, well done, Colvin. Good to see you make the finish. It's always a certain satisfaction in making the finish if you've had one of those frustrating sort of weekends, isn't it?
Exactly.
Really does speak volumes.
Character building these weekends are.
Character building, yeah. You've got to have the bad weekends. It makes you appreciate the good ones all the more, doesn't it?
Oh,